how animals secretly manipulate humans. You probably believe you trained your pet. You taught the dog to sit. You decided when the cat gets fed. You bought the toys, chose the sleeping area, and established a long list of important household rules. Rules your pet carefully reviewed before ignoring most of them. Every morning, the same ritual begins. A paw touches your face. A cat cries outside the bedroom. A dog stares at you as if it has just discovered that nobody has fed it in 17 years. Eventually, you get up, open the door, fill the bowl, or surrender part of your breakfast. And somehow, it still feels like your decision. That may be the cleverest part. The most effective manipulation is the kind that feels like your own idea. Animals probably do not sit in dark rooms planning how to control humanity. Your cat may look suspicious, but it does not have a presentation titled Phase 2, World Domination. Instead, pets manipulate us through something much simpler. They experiment. They observe. And they repeat whatever works. Imagine a dog sitting beside its owner during dinner. First, it stares at the food. Nothing happens. Then it moves closer. Still nothing. Next, it rests its head on the owner's knee and slowly raises its eyebrows. A piece of chicken falls from the table. The dog has just collected valuable data. Tomorrow, it will probably skip the first 2 steps. This is basic learning. An animal performs a behavior. A human responds. If the response is useful, the behavior becomes more likely to happen again. But this is not only about begging for food. Over time, pets build a surprisingly detailed map of human behavior. They learn who wakes up earliest, who follows the rules, who pretends to follow the rules, and who can be defeated by one slightly sad facial expression. Dogs may be especially good at this because their relationship with humans has been developing for thousands of years. One of their most powerful tools is the famous puppy dog eyes. Dogs can raise the inner part of their eyebrows in a way that makes their eyes appear larger and their faces more vulnerable. Wolves do not produce this expression as strongly. That difference may not be accidental. During domestication, dogs that triggered human attention probably received more food, protection, and care. Humans may have unknowingly favored the dogs whose faces were best at pressing our emotional buttons. Generation after generation, the canine face became better suited to the human brain. So when a dog looks at you as if its entire future depends on one piece of cheese, that expression may be backed by thousands of years of evolution. But here is where it gets more interesting. Dogs seem to change their expressions depending on whether a human is watching them. They produce more visible facial movements when a person is facing them than when the person turns away. Food alone does not create the same effect. In other words, the dog is not simply feeling something. It may also be displaying something. It does not just make the face. It checks whether the audience is paying attention. Eye contact can make the connection even stronger. When dogs and their owners gaze at each other, both can experience changes in oxytocin, a hormone involved in social bonding. The dog looks at the human. The human feels closer to the dog. The human responds with touching, talking, or food. The dog learns that eye contact works. It becomes a biological feedback loop, or, from the dog's perspective, customer loyalty. Cats use a different strategy. They are less likely to stare into your soul for approval. Instead, they have discovered sound. Some cats produce a special purr when they want food. Hidden inside the normal low purring sound is a higher frequency cry. To the human ear, this can resemble some features of a baby's call. Humans are highly sensitive to sounds, suggesting that a small, dependent creature needs help. The result is a noise that is difficult to ignore. A cat does not need to understand infant psychology. It only needs to notice that one type of purr fills the bowl faster than another. This is what makes the manipulation secret. The animal may not fully understand what it is doing. It does not need a theory of the human mind. It only needs to recognize patterns. One sound makes the human stand up. One expression opens the refrigerator. One position beside the door leads to a walk. Eventually, the pet learns which signal works on which person. The dog may bring a toy to the family member most likely to play. The cat may cry beside the person who usually serves breakfast. And when the strict person enters the room, both animals suddenly behave as if they have never broken a rule in their lives. This does not necessarily mean pets are deliberately deceiving us. Often, it is careful observation combined with reinforcement. They try something. We react. Successful signals become stronger. Unsuccessful ones disappear. But the truth is more complicated than animals controlling humans, because humans are also controlling them. We decide when they eat, where they go, which animals they meet, and whether the bedroom door remains tragically closed. We shaped their bodies through selective breeding. We changed their environments. We rewarded the animals that fitted most easily into human life. In response, they became experts in our attention. Domestication was never simply humans conquering animals. It was a negotiation lasting thousands of years. We changed their appearance and behavior. They changed our homes, routines, emotions, and sometimes our sleeping schedules. Your pet may not technically own the house, but it has studied the management carefully, and it knows exactly which manager is easiest to manipulate.